Hello and welcome to Yesterday's Airlines. In this video I'm going to be taking a look at my Xīn Lóng International Airport diorama in 400 scale. Now this model airport has been a labour of love since 2015 and I've been gradually building it up and adding new features, but since I moved back to the UK a couple of years ago now, it hasn't got a lot of love. I just haven't really had the time or a proper space for it, but I've recently moved it back to the garage and hopefully have a better setup for it, and I've also been able to extend the layout. So in this video I just want to give a quick overview of the model and show you from a high level, how it looks, and in future videos we'll look at more details in close up and have a look at different areas and have a play with it really. Now before I do that, obviously please chuck a like on the video if you're enjoying it, subscribe to the channel, always really appreciate people subscribing and checking out my material. Follow me at Yesterday Airlines, and as I said, this has been being built since 2015, and at yesterdaysairlines.com there is a huge amount of content about Xīn Lóng in terms of posts that talk about its construction over the years and how I've done that and why I've done that, and check those out. There's a lot of material at the site in the model blog. So let's get on and have a closer look at the airport. Okay, so here is the layout of Xīn Lóng International. It consists of 4 separate pieces of MDF all connected together. It is paint on wood, primarily, not print, but that means that it can be any layout that I want it to be, and I can make maximum use of the space. The area that is closest to screen at the moment is the new phase of the airport. It consists of a maintenance hangar, cargo area and fire station. Beyond that is the largest of the terminals, that is Terminal 2, and beyond that is Terminal 1. But now let's get on and have a drive past of those at ground level. So starting with the new cargo gates, you see there's a Cathay A350 waiting there to be filled with cargo, and a China Southern Cargo 777 that is being filled at that point in time. Behind those you can see the 2 hangars, and then as we move along we come to the fire station, behind which is the cold weather station for cold weather vehicles. The air traffic control tower at the rear of the model there, but moving along we've got Terminal 2's L Pier, a British Airways 787 at the gate, and a Shanghai Airlines 737-800. Moving to the inner gates of the L Pier, some China Eastern and China Southern and Shandong Airlines. You can see the primary body of Terminal 2, and then to the J Pier, mainly China Southern at that pier, and some gates capable of taking A380s. Passing a taxiing Xīn Airlines 737, we move to Terminal 1. You can see that Terminal 1 has got some Air China wide bodies at the gate. This was the first terminal that I built. It consists of 2 piers and a central terminal in between those. Taxiing to the runway, we have Qatar Airways Airbus A380, and behind that you can see the remaining pier of Terminal 1. Narrow body gates on the insides of these piers and wide body gates on the outside. So moving back to a higher overview, coming along the same pathway, you can see the new extension on the right, and then Terminal 2 with the L and the J pier, and right at the back there's a much smaller pier, the I pier. And then coming across to Terminal 1, which is the only portion of the model that has a runway extension. And you can see that the runway extension hasn't had the same amount of work done to it recently that the rest has. I've replaced the grass on most of the layout, but not on that runway section. Moving back across, you can see that the background consists of a tree line, which has been recently updated, and new blast fences, and then we've got a city scene. And again, that's spray paint on wood to make that background. Moving into the newer area, a bit of a close-up, you can see the control tower and the hangars. They are 3D printed, actually, made by AvGeek Models, as is a lot of the GSE. But that's a quick overview of the layout as it is today. I hope you've enjoyed this very quick look at the Xīn Lóng diorama. There will be more videos on this topic coming, looking at parts of the airport in more detail, so stay tuned for those. But for now, that's it from Yesterday's Airlines. Thanks very much for watching. I'll see you next time.